This is great.
Holy shit, brother.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Hi, Matt.
So, this is the first interview for Storytime with Matt Lefevre. It's a Made You Look production. My guest today is Christian Litke.
Hello.
And, wow. So, I've known you for a long time, 20 years probably.
I think we met on Contagion.
Yes.
Whenever that was, because I remember we were like, you love hockey? I love hockey. You're a stunt guy in Chicago? I'm a stunt guy in Chicago. And then you showed me how to play Angry Birds, and I had never played like a game on my phone, and I got into Angry Birds.
That definitely sets the stage for the time period.
It was fun.
So Contagion was the first job that we worked on. Christian and I both happen to be professional stuntmen as well as creators. And quick rundown on what this is because we are creators, we have a lot of awesome conversations together. And a lot of change is taking place in our industry right now with AI and I wouldn't say the demise of long form, but a shift away from long form. And as creators, we took what was an idea of like trying to create more short form stuff, and then I put a format to it, and we're trying to kick this off.
Awesome.
So each interview is going to be a little bit about the person that I know and that I am interviewing, and we'll have a little chat about that, and then we will end up writing our own short story. So if everything works out and people like our stories, ideally, we will start shooting some of these as 3-minute shorts and getting to produce content as creators. Fun. So what got you interested in stunts?
I didn't really know or think about stunts until college when I majored in theater and acting at Columbia College Chicago, class of 2005. And my stage combat teacher, David Woolley, had said, you're good at this if you want to make money, and more of like the violence side of stage performing or performing on film. It's called being a stunt performer. And it kind of like clicked with me, and then I just kind of slowly but surely, try and meet people in the industry. Hustling is what it's called. I don't love the term hustling though, because if someone's hustling me, they're tricking me or something like that. I don't want it. So networking, essentially get on sets, try and meet the stunt people, try and show them why you would be helpful to have on their teams and their crews and stuff like that. And got in and never stopped working, never stopped training. And it's so much fun. But now, as I'm getting a little bit longer in the tooth for a stunt performer, I want less importance on me being physically able to do things and more on like my knowledge of the business and storytelling and that type of thing.
And don't cut yourself short. There is a lot to be said about stunt performers that can also hold the screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, action actor is such a popular term these days. We've got so many friends who, we can do the scene and do a bunch of stunts for it too, but it's such a weird space of the action actor because as a coordinator, I'm like, sweet, but we have a stunt performer who can do that for you. It's great. It's great to have actors who can do a ton of things because then you don't have to like try and hide stunt people. But yeah.
Well, and that's a little known fact when people talk about performers that do their own stunts. Yes, there are a lot of talented performers that can do their own stunts, but the failure or the lack of recognition is that the set shuts down if number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. gets hurt. Sadly, as stunt performers, if we get hurt, we will be replaced the next day.
Yeah.
So Tom Cruise or anybody else who is awesome, and he does a lot of his own stuff. But if you lose him, you lose your show.
Yep.
So that is absolutely a great point, though, as well. I started more with a theater background and then had the opportunity to segue into this world and found a career out of it, which was great.
There's lots of us who are from the theater side of it and found stage combat, for everyone who doesn't know what stage combat is, it's teaching actors how to perform 8 shows a week safely with other actors in front of an audience and not hurt and still sell the violence of it, which is drastically different at least can be, from getting a camera to see one piece of violence perfectly one time. And then it can just get edited and recreated and shown anywhere. But theater, kind of like wrestling, professional wrestling, you have to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yes. Speaking of wrestling, you had a short stint with a well-known wrestling production company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I worked with the WWE for 10 years. I was an independent host and MC with them. The WrestleMania Fan Access Tour is what we did, and then I would do SummerSlam and WrestleMania Access, a bunch of live things and some internet content before social media was a thing, and it was so much fun, and I gained such a respect for professional wrestlers and how they have to be not only actors but magicians and promoters, and they have to do everything, and they get paid. Unless you're at the top of it, you get paid nothing. You are losing money. You are getting hurt, especially the independent wrestling. I got into that, and my life has been in and out of wrestling, and I love it.
And what an awesome testament to the overall quality of that production. When you think of the absolute megastars that come out of that organization on a somewhat regular basis, it's beyond impressive.
Yeah, they're nuts, and it's for professional wrestlers because it's a little different now, but then it used to be back in the day of like the kayfabe. Like everyone knows Keanu Reeves is not John Wick. They're like, oh, I loved you in John Wick. But when Shawn Michaels, an old school wrestler, comes up, people are like, oh, I love you. I love who you are. I can't believe that this person did this to you. So the line is blurred between their character and them. So, they kind of have to have fairly private lives because they don't want the fans and stuff seeing them at an Arby's with, a heel with a face like a good guy with a bad guy. Actually, the Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik got in trouble for that because they would be spotted together, but they were like best friends.
/ worst enemies.
Exactly, but worst enemies when, the camera was rolling or when they, came out of, made their entrance on the entrance ramp.
That is such a unique perspective. I appreciate everything about wrestling.
Yeah.
And that is nothing that ever crossed my radar, that these individuals do not have a separation from their alter ego or character and their personal selves. Like even with the celebrity stardom of Dwayne Johnson, people might go, who's Dwayne Johnson? But if you say The Rock, they're like, oh, yeah, I know who that is.
The Rock. Or when you take characters like Mark Calloway, who was the Undertaker, and you're playing an undead character, and so like you can't be seen. Well, I mean, granted, he would outside of the costume looks a little different, but he's still 6'7" or whatever, and very recognizable. So, you can't go out and go grocery shopping or go to dinner or stuff like that because you're hounded by crazy fans, for lack of a better term. Some of the fans, don't separate that they are a character, and so they have these emotions. Just like with any actor, they have these emotional. They go through these emotional situations with actors in the shows or movies or whatever. But the actors, they don't know you. They've never been through an emotional situation with you, and so that can be. You can see why they would be standoffish to any of that type of stuff.
And two completely different sides of the coin, where for the performer, they could have 10 of those experiences in a single day, and the super fan might have 0 of those opportunities in their entire lifetime.
Yeah.
Which creates that dynamic of a bit of crazy sometimes when you want to try and have that access or validation with them.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was a small part of it. What was your big break into SAG-AFTRA stunt performing?
Yeah. I got my SAG card, so Screen Actors Guild. I got into the union fairly early, right out of high school. My teacher, who I'd mentioned, David Woolley, recommended me for a job for a commercial where they needed someone who could fight in a suit of armor, and it was for Meijer grocery store, and the tagline was, it was me and another guy fighting in a suit of armor down the aisles of a grocery store, and the tagline was, "You're more likely to see this than high prices." And because I went in there and was nice with the people and had a good recommendation, had impressed my teacher who gave me that recommendation, I then was Taft-Hartley'd in and got my union card. And from there, meet all the people you meet, find out what you can train and do. People give this, oh, it's all about who you know. Then go to places you're going to meet the right people. Hang out with where filmmakers hang out. Hang out with actors. Stay in a like-minded world, and you're going to have more luck. You're going to make more luck for yourself.
Can I just say, with that delivery, I know why they hired you?
Yeah,
that was
great.
Perfect. I mean, you haven't lost it.
Yeah, still got it.
Okay, so looking forward when you get old, what are some more of your career goals within the industry?
Oh man, as I get old, I'm older right now than when I started this sentence, so that's approaching. I literally just came from a meeting with my writing partner and directing partner, and it's easy to like have a goal but then lose it because you're around other friends who have different goals. We should do this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I should do this with my ideas, or this with my ideas. But when I break it down, when I'm good at meditating and thinking about just what will make me happiest is making fun things with other people's money and paying the incredible artists I know to do what they are so good at to help make one or multiple beautiful shows, movies, things like that. And I said I could, to like simplify it, but I know that's not very simplified. But I want to make most of my stuff is action comedy related. The stuff I'm writing and directing, and I want to just take the people who I've met on set, who I know I'm like, oh, you're so good at your job, I want to work with you. I want to bring everybody together and have a studio's money or a rich funder's money, so we can pay everybody on time and have a good experience. Hopefully that will make enough money to come back and do it again. And that's it. Just repeat. Just constantly be making things with great people. I don't want to be a billionaire. I just want to have enough to hang out with my friends.
So that's kind of cool. You actually gave me a new life goal within that.
Uh-oh.
I want to now be a rich funder guy. And I will give you that money, which would then not be your own, to make awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the invite out there right now. You're going to have to, no matter what, come back for episode 100.
Let's do it.
Hopefully by that time we will have some money rolling in. We'll be creating stories, making stories, putting stories out there, trying to embrace something that my kids taught me, which is attention spans don't last much longer than 3 minutes anymore. And instead of just kind of gruelingly trying to take long form and make it, like you said, whether it's financing, teams, timing, you name it, it is very, very, very difficult to do. So this is the reboot back to the grassroots, trying to get a little bit of control of the creative stuff and hopefully getting ahead of the curve on a new platform that can help do exactly many of those things that you just said. Putting some awesome, talented people we know to work. Shout out to Chicago performers, stunt people,
476.
Crew, all of them. A lot of amazing, talented people that hopefully we'll get to spend more time making stuff with.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go too much into any more of the stories. You will be back. I wanted our audience to just get a little bit of a background for you today. Okay. But I do have two things before we start the exercise.
Okay.
I am going to be explaining the exercise to you as I go, just because
Thank you.
Any audience that we will have will not be aware of what exactly we're doing.
Yeah.
But I do want to give you one more shout out real quick. Please give any information you have talking about your creative endeavors. You guys won the local film festival.
Oh, yeah. Actually, and we leave on Monday. So my writing partner and directing partner and I, Brian, about a year and a half ago, we meet weekly and write and talk about things we want to make, etc. And we were like, hey, we need to actually make something. I said, let's find a film festival. the Starbucks I would literally just came from on Harlem and Lawrence, on the northwest side of Chicago. Googled film festivals, found the 48-hour Chicago 48-hour film festival, entered in it, text, call, FaceTimed. We sent a video to our friend Brendan, who's our editor, and we're like, if you're in, we're in. And he said in, and I was like, cool, because I already paid the whatever $150 entrance fee. And out of, I think, between 50 and 60 teams in our first try, we won Best Film, and a bunch of other awards too. And then we're like, okay, this is great. We use some of that steam to like keep us going, make some plans to make new ones, make something more, bigger things we can make money off of. And then we entered in the 48-hour Film Fest again and won it our second year on our second try. And now I leave on Monday to go to Portugal for the World Finals to find out and see how we do. So hopefully we do well.
Huge congratulations. Break a leg and all sorts of other good luck. It is the day before St. Paddy's Day, so hopefully all of those vibes travel well with you guys. And, for anybody out there who is also inquiring about how you get your foot into an industry like our own, the grassroots stuff is a big part of it, and doing film festivals and mostly getting experience, because a lot of it's failure. So.
Yeah, and like we came into this film festival, there's a lot of people who are not in the professional world. Like we came in and I'm like, okay, we need this, and this. And, coming from a very professional side of it, even though I'm not, a professional director or anything, I don't make money off of that. But there were, kids from high schools that were like, we just need a camera. And I'm like, oh, that's so refreshing to see that they're here, they're doing this. And yeah, film festivals are a great way to find like-minded people who are, like I said, going through the same stuff as you. They want to make films. They want to make things, be around them, tell stories. You can help each other out. It's awesome.
And for any veteran actors, stunt performers, cast, crew, whatever, if you want to feel really good about yourself, go into a film festival.
Yeah, your stuff will probably look pretty good.
That's phenomenal. You guys still did it. You still had to execute. You still had to have all those things click. Yeah, the script.
Had to have a story.
Yeah.
And if you're making things, even as a stunt performer, the two most important things that you make that in the production are the story, so the script, and then the sound. Hire a sound person with professional microphone and a board, so they can make it look and sound real. You can shoot something you can get away with bad actors, you can get away with bad camera work, it can feel stylized, but if you can't understand what they're saying, you're immediately taken out of it, and you're not going to win anything.
And then you have to go MOS and put a thumb track over the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't even know what those words mean.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Okay, so this writing exercise is something that I came up with a long time ago.
Okay.
It is a exercise that was a combination of things that I came across with books and Second City and a whole bunch of other things. But it developed into a challenge a lot of the times when I was sitting on set to just kill a half hour. And so the sheet of paper, this one, when I hold this up for the camera, I'll see if I can do something cool with editing afterwards. Maybe I'll insert a still or something so that it's easy to focus on. I don't know what the focus is on that. But we're going to go down, and the character creation is going to be name, age, relationship status, job, dream job, pet, which I'll take a name if you want to give it, okay. Thinks of self, others think of them, favorite quote or saying.
And this is a person we're making up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is someone I'm thinking sound like my dad?
No, well, I mean, the beauty is you get to have
based off of Robert Litke. Got it.
There you go. It'll be your motivation in the moment. I will then take one adjective and one noun, and we will do a free flow word association. No wrong answers. We're just going to get 10 and 10, which is a total of 22. Then we're going to set up a timer right here, and I'm going to write a scene for 7.5 minutes.
Okay.
And then right around 7.5, we're going to pause the timer. I'm going to finish writing whatever the sentence is.
Okay.
And you are going to give me a twist. There is no wrong twist, but you will give me a twist, whatever in the world comes to your mind at that moment. And I will then restart the timer. I will add that twist into the plot at that exact moment and continue to write the script.
Will I know what you've written so far?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So the twist probably will come out of left field because I won't know the content of what you've been writing.
The more left field, the better.
Okay.
And then there is one major secondary challenge. It's actually the primary challenge, really. Obviously, we want the story to be good, but I'm going to incorporate every single one of these 22 words into the single scene. At the end of that, I am going to make a quick copy of this. You will be reading whoever our main character is and any of the stage directions.
Okay.
And I will be reading any of the B characters.
Love it.
And then we're going to tell a little story. Cool. That's, after all, it's story time, and there's a lot of layers to that. We're getting a little bit of stories. We're telling a little bit of stories, and then hopefully we're going to make stories into movies later on.
The first adjective and noun, those relate to, are those words that describe the character? Are they random adjective and noun? What is with that? The first one.
There's no wrong answer.
Okay.
I would say let's get to that point.
Okay.
And then if you feel like you want to tie it in, yeah, because there's sometimes it's fun when it ties in, and sometimes it's even more fun when it's like, how the fuck am I gonna make this work?
Not on brand. It makes the story deeper, richer.
So, and like I said, there's no wrong. It can be a male, female. It can be whatever you want for the character. But can you give me a name?
Elena.
What's Elena's last name?
Melrose. Elena Melrose.
I think I met her once.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She is 63 now.
What's her relationship status?
Widowed.
What's her job?
At 63 now, part-time cook for a catering company that a friend owns, and she just helps out every once in a while. That's her only source of income. Her kids kind of help her out with money.
Nice. I'm just going to have to try and find a catering company to be our sponsor then, so that this kicks off a little bit faster. What was Elena Melrose's dream job? It can either still currently be her dream job, or it could have been her dream job.
Running a diner in Wisconsin on a lake that would specialize in the fish that were caught from the lake, cooking that up. Boats could pull right up. They had a dock. Boats could pull up. You bring in the fish, and they'll cook it for you.
This is definitely a place I would go to.
Yeah.
Does Elena have a pet?
Yeah, a whole bunch of like neighborhood cats and one neighborhood dog, and they're in and out. Like she'll let them in the house during the day, but for the most part gets them out so nothing sleeps in the house. She doesn't want them. She's definitely, animals are animals. They're not really friends. She has no problem. If she never sees one again, you're like, all right, well, it's probably back with the earth. It's probably food for some other animal.
Can I just say I love the depth of your answers?
Yeah,
that is phenomenal.
It's real. I mean, I'm jumping between my grandmother, my Emily Litke, Didn't have a middle name, hilariously enough. Yeah, her and then another one of my neighbors that I had years ago. Kind of combining these two people into one and then adding other shit.
Doesn't that that is supposed to be some of the fun of this exercise? Is we're literally losing ourselves in our own mind, and the influences can come from left, right, center, whatever. It's fun. Okay, Elena Melrose.
Yeah.
What does she think of herself?
Doesn't get too deep into that. That kind of thinking is not doesn't look. What does that do? It doesn't help anything. She feels she knows she's a good mother. She knows she's convinced that she's smarter than most people. She gets smacked in the face with ignorance every day. And she just has to deal with it. Whether it's at the grocery store or a person on the street or whatever.
And what do other people think of Elena?
Overall, very much think she's very nice. She is very nice. Can they think? They think maybe she could have more tact in expressing some of her opinions about people, but it's never in a nefarious way. She's always thinking people could be try a little harder, be a little bit better, dress a little nicer.
And does Elena have a favorite quote or saying?
Yeah. It's in a different language and it rhymes in the other language. But it's it's not just one, it's a collaboration of probably a little bit of German, Polish, some Slavic languages, but it roughly comes out to an honest day's work for an honest day's wage.
I love that.
But it rhymes in some foreign language that I don't know.
All right. May I have an adjective?
Efficiently. Efficient? Efficiently? Which one's an action?
Yeah, an adjective is a descriptive word, so
Yeah.
efficient works.
Efficient.
I will sometimes change, I'll make a word plural or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be slight altercations sometimes.
I like efficient.
What about a noun? Person, place, or thing?
Duck.
Love it. All right, so this is free flow now. I'll tell you when you get to 10. There is absolutely no wrong answer. So when I say efficient, start giving me adjectives or synonyms, whatever else. Efficient. Free flow.
No nonsense. Useful. Quiet. Reliable. Did I say that already?
You did not.
Strong. Quick.
Quick. 4 more. Efficient. Talking to that mic, though.
Yeah, that's right. Talking to this mic. Efficiently speaking to this mic.
Effectively.
Complete.
They all don't have to be synonyms.
Yeah. Funny. Gotta throw a little funny in there. Repaired.
Repaired, and 1 more.
Trustworthy. a theme.
All right. After a brief bathroom break, try and fix the bathroom. Let's go with the noun again. This is just free form. It doesn't have to do anything with the word per se, but it can motivate you. And duck.
Lake.
Lake.
Forest. Sheriff. Chef. Backpack. Turnbuckle.
Nice.
And that more in the way of like the actual tool, the turnbuckle, not just the wrestling thing. The wrestling thing's fine too. Magnet. Soccer.
Yes. Yes, that was great. I don't know where it came from.
I know it's coming from my Omi, her nephew-in-law works in magnets. He's in German, so like the efficiency of that. Bread.
Bread and one more.
Fire.
Excellent. So I'm just going to real quick. I'll probably do some magic in post to show you, but this is the list that Christian just helped me create. Oh, yeah. All right. So will you help me figure that out? But you can hit start at any point and maybe pick the camera by you.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
I am.
Start. You got 7.5 minutes, did you say?
Correct. Finish this sentence and then I'll grab it from you.
We are now at the 7:30 mark. Matt is finishing up his last idea, and then I will add a twist.
All right, so we are at the halfway point. I have 7 words left, so I'm over halfway, which makes me feel pretty good about it. And I've got some fun stuff that I still need to work in. But, drum roll, what just happened in our story?
One of the main characters has a heart attack while in a moving vehicle.
I can do the heart attack.
One of the characters has a heart attack.
Perfect.
While they're trapped somewhere.
I'm going to take your first.
Just the heart attack? That's fine.
No.
Heart attack.
I'm going to take the heart attack and the car.
Heart attack, a vehicle. I said vehicle.
Perfect. I love it. You can give me the count back in.
All right. Timer has started again. 7.5 more minutes.
finishing the sentence.
"15 minutes," as I just didn't say into the microphone.
Boom.
Done.
The end.
The end.
One quick thing. I am going to start this tradition early.
Okay.
I am going to have my dear friend Christian Litke autograph the bottom of this. So I will hopefully have a very cool collection of short stories with all sorts of amazing, fantastic people.
Fun.
I'm going to make quick photocopies of this, and we are going to do some reading.
Cool. So this is a writing exercise that you made up, kind of like piecemealed together with other writing exercises, and this is kind of like a Matt Lefevre original type of thing.
It's 100% original. I mean, obviously, I had different influences to get it to that point. So I'm going to actually give you this.
Okay. So I will be reading the stage directions and the main character's lines. Elena's.
I'm going to do one better. You're reading everything except for boss and paramedic. I'm reading boss and paramedic because you will be the main character.
Everything besides boss and paramedic.
So real quick, again, I'm going to try and edit this so that it is a little bit sexier. This entire list is contained in our short story. So without further ado, Matt Lefevre and Christian Litke present the story of Elena Melrose to you.
Rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Elena Melrose is a 63-year-old widow. She has 3 children who absolutely complete her life. Sadly, Elena's dreams of one day owning a diner on a lake in Wisconsin never materialized. Instead, she spent the majority of her time caring for her late husband while making side money working for a catering company. Interior, kitchen. Elena is in a heated conversation with her boss. "We should make the duck. It's a reliable winner. Fire roasted with some French bread and..."
Enough. You are not the chef or boss. Go back to being quiet, useful Elena.
"This place could be 10 times more efficient if you would stop policing us all the time instead of maximizing us. I should just quit. Head out to the forest with my backsack and thoughts." Or Rucksack auf Deutsch. The boss stiffens at the threat. As much of a headache that Elena can be, she's a strong worker, and quick, too.
Okay. Look, I want to repair our working relationship. I want to show you I can be trustworthy and great.
The boss clutches her chest as she bounces off a cabinet like it is a turnbuckle in a wrestling ring. In a slow-mo, her head bounces off the floor like a soccer ball. It's bad. "This isn't funny." "No, it's awful." Call 911. This is a no-nonsense. Joanne's down." Elena can't wait. She springs into action, hoisting her up with a repaired hip and all. She drags her to her car. As she's about to leave, an ambulance comes screaming in.
What's going on?
A heart attack, I think.
To paramedic number 2. Grab the paddles. Does she have magnets, metal, anything on her that could affect this?
I don't believe so.
They hit her. Psst.
Some life comes back to paramedic 2.
Load her in. Miss.
Elena Montrose. Paramedic lightens.
I knew your daughter. You still take care of the neighborhood animals, right?
I do. May I say you're the model of an honest day's... may I say you're the model of an honest day's work for an honest day's wage.
Thank you. One last thing. For our own records, what's your middle name?
Ha! I don't have one.
The end.
Nice.
That was Elena Montrose.
Yeah, the last name, I wanted to make it more German, something. I don't know where or Melrose came from. Melricht. There's something Slavic about it. That's my life. That was fun.
Thanks, brother. So that's gonna kind of be the format until we start getting feedback and people tell us what sucks, what doesn't suck. But that's story time. We talk a little bit, get to know the people that we're working with and that are involved in our awesome lives, and then we do a fun little exercise. And if everybody starts liking and supporting this shit, we can make it, which would be great. Phenomenal.
So to make it. I mean, right there, like looking just like I was talking about, making things with friends. 2 paramedics, the boss, Elena. So you've got 4 actors you're employing here. You've got, call it 10 crew members if you're making this on a shoestring budget. But yeah, if we get money to employ 14 people for a day, that's fucking 14 people who have money for whatever, who got to like make something fun for a day, and and then pay the bills, and then on to make the next thing. Yeah,
and we would have a world of fun. There's a small stunt with the lady hitting the ground. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the screech of the ambulance coming in would be real or organic. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's cool. I really do hope this takes off. Most importantly, I love you, brother.
Love you.
Thank you so much for coming on and kicking off episode 1 of Storytime with me. Hope to see you guys soon.
That was